get into a muddy water situation, which has been this way all year just about it for me, give this method a try. It's a great technique, and it'll put crappie in the boat for you. Look here. What do we got? That didn't take long at all. That didn't take long at all. This is a pretty good fish right here. If he'll quit, pretty good black crappie. Pretty doggone good one. I want y'all to notice how muddy this water is. Now, it's muddy. Look here. Now, I caught that fish real close to the bank right here. I'm just making short, deliberate little cast is all I'm doing. That way I can control my bait better, folks, and keep it in that 1 foot to 14, 16 inch zone. Like both of these fish is hit about that deep. And very, very important. These fish are not used to this muddy water like this. There he is, folks. That's a good fish right there. Now, I didn't move very far. Not very far at all. Made a couple casts, and I got bit, so I really didn't expect that bite. Now I know there's quite a few crappie in here right now. When the water clears up, well, they'll leave. These fish move like nobody's business. That's a good black crappie. Like I said, let's let him go right here. I'm making short, deliberate little casts, controlling my depth anywhere from 12 to 18 inches, something like that. That seems to be where the fish are. And the fish are relating, or right now, it could change a little later on, close to the bank. Why? Well, because the water's high. All this rain, these fish is pushed up very, very shallow, close to the bank, because of the height of the water. It's warmer up there. The conditions, the weather conditions, warrant this way of fishing. In fact, I don't know of any better way to catch them in weather conditions like we've had. And the weather conditions I'm speaking of, well, is a lot of rain. And we have been having a lot of it since fall all the way up to right now. Midwinter, we've been having a lot of rain. And because of that, there's a lot of techniques that I'm not even bothering with when it comes to crappie fishing, because I know that they won't work as well. And that's a little Z-Man bait right there on the back of this Roadrunner. That's a 1/16 of an ounce Roadrunner. Now we're going to get the bait out and we're going to look at it. It's called the Z-Man Micro Finesse Shad Fry Z Pearl Color. It's an 1.75 inch long, which is 1.75 inches long. And I have about all the colors. Here's another good color. This might be a better color, a better choice for conditions like this, called the Electric Chicken. Right there. These baits right here are not really what I'm wanting to talk about today. The colors is what's important in this kind of water. Pearl, gold, chartreuse, pink. There's a lot of different colors, chartreuse, that will no doubt shine in water clarity like this because of muddy water conditions, because of the rain. But this color glows. It's a pearl color or a solid centered white. Believe it or not, really stands out in muddy water. That's why I started fishing with it. I'm being extremely quiet. I don't use my trolling motor no more than I have to. This water is shallower. It's not shallow, it's shallower. Look here, I just got hit again. I got bit again, but that wasn't a crappie. There's no telling what that was. Everything hit an underspin. But I'm reeling it real slow, holding that rod tip up. As the bait gets closer, I'm going to drop that rod tip. so I can keep it and maintain it at that depth, 12 to 16 inches. So I'm combing, I'm making multiple casts because of the water's so muddy. My casts are not but a foot or two apart, real close together. And if an area looks good, well, then you can make several casts. You're not in any hurry when you're fishing, especially this muddy water. And I tell you, because there's not very much stretch in fluorocarbon, there's a fish. This is a big fish right here. Because there's not a lot of stretch in, this is a good one right here. In fluorocarbon, I mean, this is a big crappie right here. I can't help it. Because there's not much stretch in fluorocarbon line, oh, I hope he don't come off. Look here, what a mule. That's a mule right there. We'll take a look at that one. Golly bum, what a fish. Because there's not much stretch in fluorocarbon line, that fish is way past 2 pounds. Way past 2 pounds. If I have a scale, we'll go ahead and measure him. This is a monster crappie. But what was I saying? Because fluorocarbon don't have much stretch, it's much more sensitive. When you put braid and fluorocarbon together as a combination, you got the ultimate sensitivity, folks. It's ultimate. As far as the doggone sensitivity, hey man, it's second to none. The doggone thing works. I know what hey, whoa! Folks, believe me, I know how you probably feel. That probably scared you. Sometimes, well, I scare myself. But I can't help it because I love life, and I got this, it's called adrenaline. Okay, adrenaline is a very, very powerful thing. That is a monster right there. Look. See that right there? And see what he eat? He eat that underspin. Now, I'm not kidding. Now, on this channel, I don't kid. When it comes to talking fishing, that's what I want to do. Now, let's measure this fish. This is a big, hey, do you hear? That is a big son of a gun. All right, folks. He's touching right there. This fish is 14.5 inches. See that? 14.5 inches. I thought that fish was longer than that, but I'm going to tell you, this fish is wide this way. He's girthy and he's thick. Look how thick that back is. I know for a fact that that fish is way over 2 pounds. Way over 2 pounds. Let's let him go. All right. That's a slab. That's not a little bitty one there. That's what I call a slabber. Whoa! There he is. Golly. He's way up in that timber, folks. Let's see if we can drag him out. There we go. I'm having to kind of horse him out of there the best I can. It's kind of hard. It's a big crappie. Good fish. We'll net him too. That's a size 4 in that 1/16 of an ounce Roadrunner, but I don't know what hook they use. It's pretty good quality, but it's not real good. Well, there's another one. Big old crappie. Probably about 12.5 inches long. They're not really, let me make this a fact. Let me state a fact. They're not hitting real quick. I am having to work for them, folks. I'm covering water in such a way very thoroughly. Let me put it that way. Not getting in any hurry. And when I do catch one, it's a good one. Let's let him go. There he goes. Now, as far as tackle, I'm using my new sow belly rod. This is a light action rod, 6.5 feet long, loaded. This reel is loaded with 8-pound test braid on the Fago LT 2500 size reel. I like this size a SPO because I can get a long cast if I need it. Now today I'm not going to need it. Little short deliberate cast. That was a little old fish back there. That's probably a gizzard shad flipped. Is primarily what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fish short little cast and fish very slow. I'm going to reel this bait just up under the surface, anywhere from 1 foot to 16 inches below the surface, slow enough to where this blade I barely move. So I'm going to reel it just as slow as I possibly can with my rod tip up high most of the time. I've been getting a lot of questions here lately about, well, Richard, when you, hey, I got a little nip right there. Seems like for the last couple, 2 or 3 years, you've went to braid. Well, I like braid for crappie, folks. 8-pound test. That's as low as I'm going to go. And a 6-pound test fluorocarbon later. That's as low as I'm going to go. Because we have some big crappie here in the South. And every once in a while you'll hook one of those, and you're going to need that strength. Plus, braid is super, super sensitive. That with the combination of a fluorocarbon leader. The fluorocarbon leader is not necessary right now because the water's so muddy. But in clear water it is. That's where I tie on a long fluorocarbon leader when I'm using braid. Up to 20 feet or more. But in water like this, it's not going to make any difference. You can use a short fluorocarbon leader, or you can use a mono leader. It don't make any difference. Don't make any difference at all. Crappie are not line shy. I'm using fluorocarbon for one reason, because I have a lot of it and I don't want it to go bad before I use it, because I use it only for a leader onto braid, and I've got several rows, so that's why I'm using fluorocarbon a lot as a leader. That fish was right under the surface. There's another one, good one, about 12 inches deep here. Let's get him out of that tree if we can. Giving me a hard time. There we go. He's out. Now, crappie, when they're in these trees like this, they'll try to wrap you up. Just like a bass. This is a good white crappie. No wonder he fought. Doggone it. No, it ain't. Let's see. No, it's a black crappie. I'm sorry, folks. Misidentification. It's a good one though. There's another one. Golly. Boy. Well, looky there. That's another one. They're about around 12 inches probably. Thick, girthy. Let's let him go. Now that was quick. 2 bites in the same place. That's something that hadn't happened. Usually, it's typical these fish should be scattered up. When the water gets muddy like this, bad, really bad. But that was 2 out of 1 place. There's some more fish there then. Let's ease up here and see if we can't catch us another one. Oh my goodness. I think we got a bite right there. Well, I know we got a bite, but I don't know It could have been a crappie. I'm at a totally different angle right here. See, that's the same place I caught those two crappie. There he is. I'm just at a different angle. And got him. Changed angles. This one ain't very big. That's the smallest crappie I've caught. But, yep, I got him. I just changed angles. There's another little trick right there that I purposely showed y'all. Change angles. But make a cast in the same place that you caught crappie. See, I caught two big ones. I was out here and then made a cast straight in, 90 degrees to this tree. So I got up above it and changed angles from the side and caught one. All right, folks, I'm gonna let it go, but before we go, I wanna go ahead and show you. This is the bait here that I caught them on, the Z-Man bait with a chartreuse head, Roadrunner. The other two colors that I use, which are the only ones that I have, I mean, it's the only ones that I need, is also the white, and here's a red one. That's it. That's it. Those three colors get it done in any color water. That's the reason why I just have those three. Those select three. All right, folks, I want to say God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for everything y'all do for this channel. Thank y'all for watching, listening to my opinions. Well, it means a lot. I want to say, hey, man, whoa. You don't think I won't? I'll take this and I'll bend it. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for